Yeah, Nuna's making a video.
Really?
Nuna's making a video. Hey guys, so
Hey.
hey guys, so this
Hey,
is
guy.
hey guys. Hey guys, so this is my brother, Yoonjae. Say hi.
Say hi.
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 Hi YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Yeah, this is my brother. I'm making this video to show you guys how I talk to my brother. I have a couple more in the video, so I hope you enjoy.
Have to enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Since you guys liked my Autistic Brother video, I thought it'd be nice to spread awareness while also letting you guys know more about him. Just keep in mind, autism is a spectrum and it's not linear. I'm here to share my experiences with my brother, but if you have your own, share them in the comments so we can understand each other and spread awareness. If you see in my previous video, I mentioned it was always hard to communicate with him, but when we were little, I just enjoyed dressing him up in my dresses. He was very limited to just saying one word he knew and pointing. My mom would do a lot of research on autism while teaching him in a way that he could understand as much as possible. I remember one time she was making flashcards, taking pictures around the house and labeling them. She would also take pictures of actions like brushing your teeth and playing with trains. One time, my mom ended up calling me over to my room and told me to pretend to sleep. I looked at her with a camera in hand and I was like, I don't want you to take a picture of me. To which she said, I won't. When I literally see a camera in her hand. After enough convincing, the little child in me thought, Mom wouldn't lie to me. And I went to bed and closed my eyes. And I immediately hear a, Mom, you said you wouldn't. Sorry, it's for your brother. The amount of betrayal I felt as a child. I later saw a printed picture of me labeled sleeping. It's funny looking back, but that's one of the many ways my mom tried to teach my brother how to communicate. She did a lot for me and him, and I learned a lot about my brother through her. I saw some of you mention in the comments about using an AAC app, short for Augmented and Alternative Communication, which allows you to put in words with pictures, and if you click it, it'll say the word out loud. I'm aware of those, and I've seen other autistic people use it in the place I work. I also used it to work with special needs back then, so I know a fair bit about it and helping those with autism. Though my brother didn't really need that. My brother is very capable of understanding and communicating his needs, however he doesn't vocalize it as easily and is a little slow processing information. Though I encourage him to speak in full sentences when I can though. One thing I do, and he is fully mastered in now, is when he wants me to turn on his computer. I'll only turn it on when he says, can you turn on the computer please? It took a bit for him to get it, but after repeating it and reinforcing him by giving him what he asked, he can do it fairly easily now. What do you want?
Can you talk computer, please?
Okay. Go.
Can you talk iPad, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good job. Though he can't talk in full sentences still, he's gotten much better at it and I'm very proud of him. It's hard to ask about details about his day, but I would ask him about what he ate at his program. Yoonjae. Yoonjae. Hi.
Hi, Nuna.
How was your day?
Good.
What did you eat?
Let's eat.
What did you eat?
Chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget?
Tater tot.
Tater tot?
Egg sandwich.
Egg sandwich. Was it
Pineapple.
good? Oh, pineapple.
It was good.
It was good? Good job. Isn't he adorable? Sometimes when I ask him about today's date and he gets it wrong, he'll immediately say, sorry, Nuna. And it's super cute. I'll give him some time to correct himself and praise him for getting it right. He also does this thing where he would do something like cleaning up or turning off the computer when we tell him to. He would look at us and say, good job! And keep saying it until we say it back. Good job! Good job! Good job! Good job. He even praised me too one time, oh my gosh. I was driving my mom and my brother to his program, and I wasn't very good at driving around this time. I was struggling to park, but I made it fairly nicely and sighed in relief. My mom was praising me, and my brother chimes in saying, good job! Did you just pray your sister? That's so sweet! You really think I did a good job? Really? Thank you! I feel like I got Uno reverse carded by my brother and it made me so happy. Communicating isn't always easy though, especially when he was younger. There are times we would try to explain to him he'll still be able to do the thing he wants after the task, but he doesn't understand. Instead of getting frustrated, we'll explain to him in simpler words. First, walking, then eat. That way he has an easier time understanding the situation. Sometimes we don't understand his pain or his needs because he simply can't tell us. Back then, whenever we would ask him if he's hurt or sick, or even if there's clearly something on his body that's like a wound or a scratch, he would point to his stomach. So we would worry where he was actually hurting or if there was something wrong. Like that one time I accidentally broke his leg and he was in cast for 6 months. I'll talk about that in another video. But he would just point to his stomach when it was obviously his broken leg. I don't know if he thought pointing to his stomach meant he was hurt or he was just hungry every single time that happened. But now he points to where he's hurting directly. But if there's something else like he's sick, it's harder to notice or understand where he's hurting. We were always worried if we would lose him. Oh my gosh. My mom's had way too many nightmares of losing him, to which we made him memorize our numbers so in case someone like a police officer finds him, they'll be able to contact us. I reviewed it with him recently because it's been a while, but he said it so well and I praised him a whole lot. Not all autistic people act the same, and they have so many different experiences that it's hard to truly scale it, because it's a spectrum, which is why we should be mindful when trying to understand them. Even I'm still learning about autism and my brother. Though some people, usually autistic people, take a longer time to process information. We should understand that people work differently, and we should be patient with them. If you truly want to understand others, give them time to process their thoughts. It'll be easier and more effective to communicate without rushing and overwhelming them. Sometimes I don't understand my brother. When I was little, I had trouble understanding why he couldn't do the things I do or say what he wanted. Or when I wanted him to understand me, he couldn't because he didn't understand what I was saying. So we would end up fighting sometimes. He's probably just as frustrated since he can't effectively communicate what he's thinking into words for us to understand. But with enough education and understanding, I have come to love my brother as he is, and I do my best to understand him the best I can. I can use visual cues to point to things he understands, use simpler words to get straight to the point, think about my tone of voice so he knows how I feel, and etc. And now we know what works for us. So please, if you know someone with autism, have some patience and understanding towards them. If you get frustrated, it's okay, because you're a person with your own feelings too. But give yourself some space to think about what to say and how to approach the situation. Think about how they communicate and where they're coming from. And in return, you may learn something new about them and the way they see the world. I promise you, it'll be worth it. Do you know anyone with autism or have it yourself? Let me know in the comments! Thank you for sharing your experiences in my previous video. It made me so happy to see you all be kind and understanding to each other. I hope you can do the same and encourage others if they're struggling too. 한 번 더? 기다려봐.
One more time.
One more time. 다른 거. This is my time. 잘하고 있어.
잘했어.
잘하고 있어. Good job. Thank you. 기다려봐. Hey guys, thank you for watching.
Hey guys, thank you for watching.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Good job. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, my brother's with me for the end card too. Say bye to
Say bye to me.
Say thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
He wants to watch his TV. I took him out of his routine. But say bye.
Say bye.
Bye. Oh, he's fixing things in my room. Okay. Bye guys.